What is up, everybody? This is RMLTJK. So right now what I'm actually doing is I'm playing Monster Hunter World Beta, and this is the hardest challenge in the beta right now. This is an Elder Dragon. Don't ask me what the hell his name is. I couldn't tell you even if I tried. I'm not a veteran of the Monster Hunter series. I will say, however, like I've seen, some of the videos. Doesn't really count when we talk about Monster Hunter. I downloaded it for iOS. Barely even got into it. Like barely. I mean, I was in the town. That's about as far as I got. I've seen the playthrough, final bosses, all that kind of stuff on some of them. But like to me, the graphics were just, it wasn't there, and I'm just like, it seemed like controls are sluggish. I just wasn't into it. This game, however, is much different, and even if you're a fan of the Monster Hunter series and you've played a lot of them, I think everybody can strongly agree this is not, it's Monster Hunter, but it definitely visually it is not the same game anymore. It's like they basically went on steroids, and it's partially because we haven't had a Monster Hunter come to the console and even for PC for that matter, I don't think, for a very, very long time. So they put a lot of work into it, and you'll see it. This one battle in particular, this Elder Dragon, it took me like, I must have done it like 20 times. Could not kill this guy for the life of me. And one thing is, I had to change up my playstyle. I used to play tank on all the games I played. Long before that, back in the day, old school for me. I used to run rogues and fast quick, and maybe it's because I was getting older, fatter, and balder. I don't know. I just started getting my playstyle like my lifestyle, and that was slow and sluggish, and ultimately doing tank. But this game, I actually found you can't really run a tank. You can, but you can't. At least not the way I'm used to playing. So, I went through a lot of things. A lot of my streams, you might see me play like first-person shooters, and oftentimes I'm really a fan of LMGs. I love just the fact that I can lay down so many bullets in a single round, well, not a round, but a single clip, and I just love those huge magazines and mass suppression fire. So, I also tried to, and forgive me, I don't know the names of all these weapons, but that one, the heavy-duty assault machine gun looking thing, very slow and sluggish, but man, it can put down some firepower. We're talking cluster bombs, we're talking wavering, or whatever the hell you spell it, strong single attacks, piercing ammo, spread ammo, slice ammo, all sorts of ammo, and just normal fire shots. And when you put it in your special, as I call it, you can get like a Gatling gun. I tried the dual daggers, I've tried like every single weapon, the hunter's bow and everything else, and I kept finding myself coming back to this weapon. And the thing about this game is the fact that you want to play to your play style, and I'm not a fan of the time based behind it. And you're gonna see here any second it's gonna pop up where there it is, time left 10 minutes. I'm not a fan when it comes to these types of games where you're on a time cycle and you gotta do it in a certain time. I mean, these things are, this guy's tough as hell on his own, and then you're gonna add a time to it. I'm just like, it's kind of a turn off, but I get why they do it. You also get lives, so if you happen to die, and you may see me die once or twice in this, you just gotta, roll with the punches, but everybody shares the lives, so hopefully y'all just don't keep dying, because you will wipe in no time. The one thing I found most interesting too, though, is like his tail, his horns on his head. Those horns are weapons. They hit you with, it's gonna hurt, but you can eventually knock those horns off. And going back to my particular playstyle, one thing I actually kept finding is, I had to think to myself, if I'm going to play this all the way to the end game, what am I going to have fun with? I want something I'm going to have fun, I'm going to be able to just, enjoy and really get involved with. And not only that, something that's going to really mean that I'm participating somehow, I have a purpose. And right here you're going to see that purpose. Aerial combat, and not only that, I have things that are going to allow me to mount these creatures easier. Now, when you mount a creature, and as you can see, well, a monster for that matter, you keep attacking and whatnot. For me personally, I'm not doing a lot of damage. I mean, actually, I'm doing bare minimum 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But eventually, though, there will be a pop-up called a /flurry attack, and when that happens, and here it is, I do a lot more damage. and eventually he'll drop to where all your teammates can come in and we can all attack simultaneously and really, extract a lot of damage. But what's going to end up happening too is that he's going to run away. And the thing I really liked, because I couldn't figure it out and I kept coming back to this weapon, I kept dying all the time. And again, you have to figure out your playstyle. And, one would think, well, you're in the air, you're not going to really get attacked, especially if you equip some gear that makes you lose the boss's focus. And look at that, just long distance jump and kill. How can, I keep dying so much, so what do I need to do to change? And for my particular playstyle, and every time I got hit, I'm done. Because, I'm still trying to learn dodge and invade, and then I'll eventually go to all attack. Once I get a strategy down and I'll get better at it and I can focus more on attack. But for right now, I went ahead and made sacrifice for damage for defense. So the gear I'm actually using is I'm using 3 pieces of gear. My necklace is actually defense. I also use, I think it's my boots. No. I think it's the boots. The boots and the helmet, they're both with defense as well. And then I think my helmet is for mounting, more guaranteed mount success, or a higher mounting success, like you saw a little while ago. And then the last one is actually, the other two are built around being able to avoid or lose their attention as stealth. And for me, getting in close like this, I need to avoid detection, like go in, hit, and get out as quick as possible so he doesn't keep staying on me and I draw aggro. But the defense actually, I felt, really helped me because I was dying a lot, and with the extra defense, it actually helped me take the moves that I need. The stealth does a fantastic job. So like right here, like he's not on me, and I can get a chance to go, holy crap, I need to get out of here, and then just duck and roll and just get out. But the other thing I have, and I forgot to actually do it here, is the glider, which allows me to have more air time too, and I like to slip that on every now and again. But overall, every time you knock them down, they start running. But man, this guy, he's next world stuff, I'm telling you. But I highly recommend that whoever's wanting to go through this, if you're thinking one's better than the other, really it's not. I've seen everybody use different weapons to their advantage and their play styles, and I've actually seen a lot of people play what I play, and I don't know if it's difficulty or they feel like there's just not a lot of damage or they're dying too much from it. But like me personally, what I did was I was like, I'm gonna throw more emphasis on defense. It's just, I got a million kids over right now, so while I was doing that, they start getting loud like that, I gotta shut it down. But I really enjoy this. I feel like even after 20, 40, 60, even 100 hours, it's gonna be really fun. Being able to jump around and do this kind of stuff, and I feel like I'm gonna have more fun in this role. And my sole purpose is, I know at least every boss I'll be able to mount at least once with the way I'm up in the air like this. And I also want to get better about connecting, ensuring I can connect. He also has an insect, which I'm trying to get more used to using. I don't understand exactly, like I hit it, I think it becomes a weak point that everybody can attack for like double damage or something like that. I forget, so I'm still learning it. But another cool thing is they really dragged it out to where, it seemed like you see the missing horn on there? Somebody knocked it off, which is cool. You can knock off his tail too, I think, which takes away his ability to attack with it. So, really cool stuff you can do with it. But I think just insta-kill. One thing that's really, to me, that's different is like when you're also playing, these battles feel engaging, and I know it sounds stupid, but like when you're playing a game, you want to get involved, you want to be immersed in it, and I really hope they have more into the customization lines on this versus presets in the face, because I like to actually be able to get involved with the character. I want to feel like that character is me, or some aspect of me, and it just helps me get more in touch with it, especially with the leveling and all that kind of stuff, because you want to feel like you're getting stronger as you go, but you also don't want to go God mode. I mean, it's just how it is. But one thing you'll notice is like when a boss runs into another boss, and you won't see it here, it's intense. Like it is truly intense what happens when two bosses run into each other. And it's not just they keep swiping each other, like no, they'll physically grab one another and engage. It's amazing the amount of detail they threw into this game. But overall, I mean, very, very much looking forward to seeing, you know, all the different types of bosses. And I truly hope there's bosses like 4 or 5 times bigger than this guy. I would really love to see it. I'm glad the fact that they actually had the first beta and this beta combined. And another cool thing that I'm hearing is like the loot you get from the end bosses like this, and you know all the other bosses actually get to take with you in the final version release to give you kind of like a head start. So you're not just playing for nothing, because some demos are like, well, you played it, or betas for that matter, you play it and also like, well, now you got to check everything. Oh, okay, well, we'll see you in the final release, and then that's it. This one's like, no, play it. You get some stuff, we'll let you have it in the final version. So that was really cool of them. Especially for somebody like me, I would like to go in there to feel a little bit more powerful, give me a jump start, because I'm not very. I don't think I'm very good at this game yet. I'm still trying to learn. I mean, I'm doing decently well. I haven't died as much. A lot of times I'll die like 24/7 with this guy. I don't get hit as much with him now. I'm learning how to evade and get out of the way of projectiles and him, and just time my jumps, be able to connect. It's really, really fun with this weapon. I cannot cannot emphasize how amazing this weapon is for me personally. And every weapon's got its own right, but I like just spinning around doing crazy stuff like that, dude. Like, come on. Can't wait to see the end game. And it's funny too, because people will just be watching the play, and you'll just see me just jumping around like a madman, just going off, which is fun, especially when you connect and you go right back up in the air. So, very fun overall. This particular one, I was so excited when I beat it. It's like, yes. I thought we were going to die, but I'm like, because it said, like, you know, the 10 minutes, I'm like, oh my god, we actually pushed them this time, and then it starts counting down a little more, and I'm like, oh my god, are we going to be able to do this? But, yeah, I'm just so excited. I was just actually so excited to actually beat it. Overall, I mean, it's great, because, I mean, I'm allowing you to actually pick it up. We almost came close all together, beating them, but my ass of everyone actually died. Not once, but twice, and happened to die right at the end when we happened in the final part, because he slammed me against the wall, and that was our last life, and I was so disappointed because I was going to get it again. But overall, amazing game. As you can see here, all these little things I'm looting right now will actually come with me in the final version when it releases, Friday the 26th. And there you have it. That's pretty much it. It's a very difficult battle if you actually played the beta. I do apologize that, you know, it's so hard, but you know what, we all have to learn from it, and I must have done about 20 times before I finally got the kill, and now I kind of get an idea of a little bit more about how to survive on it. But it is a learning curve. I hope to see you all next week. If you happen to like the video, drop a like, and even subscribe if you wish, and kind of give me your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the game? What was the kind of things that you kind of noticed that maybe I didn't during this review? Overall, though, thanks again for watching. Hope to see you all next week when it comes out.